Welcome to Raptor News Channel. There is incredible news from Iran. Very different information has emerged after the major accident. The details are surprising. The information shows that this incident was not actually an accident. There are major negligences involved. Additionally, Israel has started to take advantage of the large gap that has emerged. Right now, warplanes have entered the area where Iranian and Hezbollah commanders are located. The situation has become very complicated, so if you're ready, let's quickly review the latest breaking news through maps and real images. First, we turn to the accident involving Iranian leader Reisi. With the latest information, it has been confirmed that the leader has died. It was reported that his helicopter crashed after crossing the Azerbaijani border and disappeared due to fog. There were a total of 3 helicopters. One of the helicopters circled the area to search. In fact, from the very beginning, it was understood that the vehicle carrying the Iranian leader had crashed. This second helicopter spent a long time circling the area and conducting analysis. It turned out that the area where this second helicopter initially circled was actually the crash site. Iran actually knew the exact location where the helicopter had crashed from the start. However, for some reason, search efforts were not conducted in that area. There are major discrepancies and absurd incidents. Later, they asked for help from Turkey. The Turkish government sent Iran a state-of-the-art Akinci unmanned aerial vehicle and a helicopter with night vision capabilities. It is said that a team including Iran's most special units also participated in the search efforts. While all these units were on the field, the crash site was found by the drone sent by Turkey. Thanks to the thermal sensor on it, the drone was able to see the heat signature of the helicopter's materials in the area. The area was marked as a probable crash site, and the Iranian government was informed. Approximately 12 hours after the incident, the rescue team was able to reach the area. Moreover, after the crash site was reported, Turkish and French news channel teams reached the area faster than the Iranian rescue team. No one understood what was happening. It was unclear whether this was due to Iran's incompetence or if it was done intentionally. The fact that Iran did not have a night vision system and did not request help from Turkey actually shows us the reason for the incidents. According to the latest information, there are other absurd incidents as well. On Sunday, President Ebrahim Reisi and Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdollahian were transported by an American-made Bell 212 helicopter, which was likely purchased during the reign of Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, who ruled nearly half a century ago. The Bell 212, a durable and long-lived civilian version of the Twin Huey military helicopter made by the United States, is renowned for its endurance. Although it is a transport vehicle from the 1970s, it is outdated compared to contemporary technology. Experts have pointed out that the Bell 212 was designed to operate under visual flight rules, meaning that the pilot must rely exclusively on visual observation of the terrain from their seat. Iran actively uses even the F-14 aircraft purchased from the US in the past. There are very few countries left in the world that still use this helicopter and aircraft actively. They stubbornly refuse to buy new aircraft from other countries and try to produce everything themselves, but they fail at this too. Even their own president rides in a 50-year-old helicopter. This situation shows both their dire circumstances and their major fiasco. Why is the highest-ranking official of a country being transported in such vehicles? It is likely that people within Iran might have orchestrated this incident in a different way. Iran possesses other types of vehicles. In this incident, a helicopter that had been involved in a previous accident was specifically chosen. There were 3 different helicopters in the area. All were old, but the other 2 had not been involved in any incidents in the past. The fact that the helicopter carrying Reisi was the one that crashed among the 3 raises suspicion. Currently, there are significant groups within Iran that do not want this leader. It is thought that individuals from these groups may have come together to organize this incident. As we said, the situation leads to 2 conclusions. The first is that Iran is not as strong as it claims and uses very old equipment, indicating they are technologically very backward. They could not even reach the crash site in time. The second conclusion is that this incident was a planned situation. This particular helicopter was chosen, and they deliberately delayed reaching the crash site. They intentionally searched the wrong areas for many hours. Both possibilities are bad for Iran. We will see how the situation changes in the coming days. Now we turn to the Gaza Strip. Israel continues to advance within the area. The latest updates bring various news from the region. The Israel Defense Forces have identified Rafah as the final significant stronghold of Hamas in the Gaza Strip, housing 4 battalions. In addition, 2 more Hamas battalions are positioned in the Nuseirat and Deir al-Bala refugee camps in central Gaza. The city in southern Gaza is considered one of the last locations where the IDF believes Hamas has substantial rocket stockpiles. Due to the closure of numerous factories in other parts of Gaza, the IDF does not think that the terrorist group possesses any rocket production capacity during the war. The IDF believes that Hamas has the capability to launch rocket attacks from the Rafah area towards central Israel, and it is likely that the group will carry out such an attack as IDF troops advance into the city. At present, the IDF has not ventured beyond the Brazil neighborhood, which is located east of Rafah. The Israeli military, also known as the Israeli Defense Forces, retains control over the Rafah border crossing with Egypt. Additionally, they are currently conducting operations in the Philadelphia corridor, which functions as a barrier between the Gaza Strip and Egypt. The IDF has discovered numerous tunnel shafts and an intricate network of underground passageways in eastern Rafah, and these are either being investigated or prepared for demolition. However, specific information regarding the extent of these tunnels into Egypt has not been divulged. Historically, Hamas has utilized these tunnels for the illicit smuggling of weapons and supplies. The IDF has stated that more than 130 armed Hamas members have been detained and neutralized by soldiers during the ongoing operation in the eastern portion of Rafah. These members tried to attack and carry out actions against Israeli soldiers. The commandos did not allow this and managed to advance against them. As mentioned, Israeli soldiers are now positioned right next to the center of Rafah city. Fighting continues at the boundary of the center. Every building needs to be checked because Hamas members have taken control of and attempted to use half of them. This control process is very time-consuming. The new objective is to reach the center and advance towards the northern areas. The Air Force and Israeli drones have already begun striking Hamas targets in the north. 2 different launch sites and gathering areas have been found and destroyed in one go, thanks to drone surveillance. Additionally, Hamas members are using the main road in the city center. They are preparing to launch attacks on Israel using the buildings and tunnel networks around this main road. Knowing that Israeli soldiers will enter this point, they have started making preparations. Their goal is to use the tunnel networks to block Israeli tanks. Thus, drones have spotted some covered structures. These are believed to be different exit points of the tunnels. Tunnels are set up for ambushes. When soldiers get closer to these points, they will likely inform the Air Force with precise information. Fighter jets will neutralize these targets using bunker buster bombs. For now, we are just waiting for the soldiers to advance towards the center. We will closely monitor the situation. This brings us to the end of our video. We will continue to follow the region for you every day. You can be informed by subscribing to our channel. For now, we have come to the end of our video. See you.